everybody, and welcome back to Out of the Barn Crochet Creations. I'm Molly, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Today I am crocheting something that I had written up, a pattern I've written up a while back. I think this is 2 years that I've been trying to get this done. And then Valentine's Day passes me by and I don't get it out. And then I'm like, well, I guess I can't release it yet. So here I am trying to get it done. So I'm going to show you the first one. This is a teddy bear I made. Now, this isn't the first teddy bear I've made exactly. I've made a white one and another brown one, and they've sold over time. But I never got the pattern out. I really love this teddy bear. I love the little snoot, the little small snoot. I love the big eyes. I do a lot of face sculpting with the eyes where I pull them in with the yarn. The ears. I love everything about this bear. The proportion to the heart, which is something I'm going to get to. I made another one, and the pieces have been in the bag for a very long time. Except the heart, which I made this heart in Bernat, and I made this bear in Posh. So I kind of want to make the heart in the same yarn that the bear is and make it the same size. So I attempted to do that with a Posh on the second bear. Like I said, the pieces of the bear have been sitting in a bag for a long time, but not the heart. And I put the bear together and it came out slightly differently. So it's still cute, but the heart is huge. That ended up being a thing. And the bear's nose is different. It's a row longer. And the eyes are a little bit further apart. It's still a cute bear. Everything else is the same. It's a really cute bear. It's not the same. I want this bear. I want to be able to repeat making this bear. But another problem with this pattern that I think people will have is it is not no-sew. Not even a little bit. At least these two aren't. You have to sew on the muzzle, you have to sew on the ears, you have to sew on the feet and the arms and the heart to the body, or to the arms. Everything about this is sew. And I understand the desire not to do sewing, or at least to minimize it. And so I can't make this completely no-sew. But I can reduce the sewing, and that's what I've been trying to do. So this is number 1. This is number 2. I have 2 different versions written down. The first version, the second version, and the third version that I'm writing now. So hold on with me. Stay with me here. I don't have number 3 completely finished, but I do have its head. You ready? Okay, so I did make this low sew. The ears are not technically low sew on this particular bear, or are sewn on this particular bear, because I decided to try to make them crocheted in after I made the head, which completely makes it hard, like impossible to crochet it in. I guess I could slip stitch it on, but that would leave a edge and that wouldn't look right. So the ears are slightly larger on this bear than they will be, because this last row is actually going to be in level with this crochet row. However, I did make the nose part of the body. You can see that. I think I did a pretty good job. It's not exactly the same, but I think it's still on the same level of like cuteness. The ears will be a little bit closer like this one. Not quite as big, because they're just a tiny bit big. But like I said, this is sewn on, and the other ones, the ones in the pattern, will actually be crocheted in. So this is not my final bear, but it's pretty close to the head. And then I've been working on the feet and the arms because so it's low sew, not no sew, because the heart to the arms has to be sewn in. And the arms, I was going to try to crochet them in, but the edge of the arm is crocheted up and down, but the rows of the crochet body are horizontal. So yes, I could make it a horizontal edge, but then it'll be shaped a little differently, and I don't think I like it. I've thought about it, I tried it, I was going to try it, but as I'm making the arms again, I don't think I like it. So you are going to have to sew the arms onto the body, but the legs will be crocheted in, the ears will be crocheted in, the nose is already just one piece, and this one, or the new one. And so you'll have to sew the head to the body, which I can't fix unless you change the direction in which you sew or crochet on the head, or unless you change the direction in which you sew, or unless you change the direction that you crochet the head, period, you're not going to be able to crochet it onto the body. I guess you could like surface crochet the body and just keep going from there, but that feels like a dedicated avoidance to something that is just a skill to have. And I'm not willing to do that because that will change the direction of the body, which is gone from the bottom to the top. It feels like that's a little bit too much of this avoidance to sewing. Now, so again, let's go over this again because I got distracted. The nose and the ears will be crocheted in. The legs will be crocheted in. The only thing you'll have to do is sew on the head to the body, the arms to the body, and the heart to the arms. That's still a decent amount of sewing. I don't know that I can call that low sew. Tell me what you think in the comments. Is that low sew? I'm kind of leaning towards it's not even low sew because that's a decent amount of sewing. It's 3 different pieces. Well, 4 if you count each arm. So it's probably not low sew, but it's lower sew than it was. But you guys didn't have the pattern before, so do you even acknowledge that it was lower sew, or it's lower sew than it was before? I don't know. Tell me in the comments. Does it count as low sew if there's still 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces to sew on? Let me know. I definitely want to get it out before February. I'm trying to get it out. I don't know. I don't have a date. I'm still working on it. I might not. I don't want to say that. I don't want to think that I won't get it out again this year. Anyway, I went ahead and pulled the trigger on the nose and made it part of the head. It worked out. It's not quite the same, like I said. It's a little bit different. I still think I like this one better, but I think the majority of people are going to want a no-sew nose. And we made it happen. It's just not quite the same. It's pretty close though. That being said, I have some feet. Oh, and I decided to use a Premier plush for the spare. My daughter is going to crochet it in Big Twist plush, which is going to be a very large bear. And then I don't know if I'll get it out in Bernat in time for the pattern, but I will be doing it in different yarns in the future just to show you the difference. It won't be an exact science because these are 2 different bears essentially. Maybe I'll do it in Posh again to show you the difference, or maybe I'll do it in Parfait Chunky since that's a more available yarn than Posh, or Kayla's Crafts yarn, which is comparable to Posh very, very closely, but it's still not as common as Parfait Chunky. So maybe I'll do a Parfait Chunky and I'll have this plush one done. And I have to make another plush, and I have to make another pattern anyway because, like I said, these ears are sewn on in this example, but in fact they'll be crocheted in on the final piece. So all that to say is I have a pattern coming out. I have not just one though. I have this one. I have a pickle coming out, which is super easy. I just have to get it on the paper, get it on the Instagram. It'll be free. And then I have another pattern coming out, which is a jellyfish and an octopus combo. So, when are they all coming out? I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to get them out in January and out. But I don't know exactly. I'm not a constant pattern designer. I follow a lot of patterns. I know how to design my own patterns. I just choose to go off of what is easier, and it's easier to follow somebody else's instructions a lot of the time. Now sometimes it's time to just make it yourself, but maybe I'm hoping to design more patterns this year, which is a huge step up for me, but it will also help me keep my business more at home and a little bit less going to all the markets each month. Because I have 3 kids and one being an infant, I really don't have time to go to all these markets. I do have a few I'm going to, and that's not going to change. But maybe if I put my foot back into the pattern designing side of things, I can make my business a little bit more home-based. So, anyway, that's what I've been doing these last 4 days of 2026. I've been making this bear and planning my events. I've been messaging people and emailing people about when the events are open to apply for and applying to places. And I've been crocheting this pattern and trying to tweak it. I have 3 different notebooks full of notes from the past and the present, trying to combine them. I have bunny patterns that I need to get out that I've had done, and patterns that need tweaked yet and tested. I have a cockatiel pattern that I haven't finished yet that needs edited. It's been tested, it just needs edited. And I have so much planned for this year. And also things at home are absolutely crazy, and I'm trying not to think about it too much, but also trying to give it the attention it deserves. So there's just a whole lot of things happening, and I'm super excited to share this with you this year. I'm super excited to show you what I'm crocheting and what I'm going to have out as patterns. There's going to be free, like I said, there's going to be free patterns, there's going to be paid patterns. The bear will be paid, but I plan on doing mods for the bear throughout the year that may be free or at least very, very cheap to just add on to the bear. Or maybe it's its own bear pattern, but we'll see. That being said, I don't have a whole lot else for you this week. There's my shorts have explained what I've been making each day. I've made some little possums by the crochet zoologist, and I think that's their name. And I've made a gecko from them, and I have way too many. Oh, I'll show you this one. I have, and this is working. I have the yarn now. These are a bunch of possum heads for hangers, for car hangers, but they're unfinished because I ran out of my gray. Now this is the size of Posh, but it's Kayla's Craft Knots yarn or something. I'll put it in the description. I love the yarn. It is my Posh replacement. It is perfectly replaceable for Posh, except that the colors are different. A lot of variety of colors. So I have 20 of these unfinished possum heads because I ran out of the gray yarn. I thought I had another skein and I did not, and that is why I have this. But the yarn came. It is right behind me in this box right here, and I will be finishing these heads and their tails and their noses and all the pieces to put them on the hangers and sell them. I sold 2 last week. Just my very last sales for 2025. They were kind of out of the blue. I sold 2, which is fantastic, and I'm so grateful for the sales. They were unexpected and much appreciated. Thank you for the people that bought those. They were on Facebook. Uh-oh, I hear a baby. Anyway, with all that said, that's all I have for you this month. Or this month. Hopefully I have more for you this month. And that is all I have for you this week. I will see you next week, hopefully. So take care of your family, take care of yourselves, stay safe. This world is really crazy right now. There's a lot of scary things happening in my country. I'm in the US. Terrifying things happening. People don't feel safe. People feel scared for their lives, and they're just be safe. You are loved. You are welcome to hang out with me anytime, and I will see you next time.